Face. I'm David.
Alan.
Tyson.
Ralph.
And thank you for coming here on a Saturday night. We appreciate it. Also, thank you for coming to the earlier show, those that stayed, and thank you for performers for that show. Yay! So we're going to be doing some short-form theater games for you, and for that, we're going to need your help. We're going to need ideas, locations, relationships. I want to warm you up a little bit, so if on the count of 3, everyone could yell out your name, please. 1, 2, 3.
Reds!
Right on. Favorite color? 1, 2, 3.
Rose!
And what you had for breakfast? 1, 2, 3.
Potato sauce!
Okay. The first game we're going to be playing is we're going to tell you a story one word at a time. So for that, we're going to need cheers.
Oh,
So let's get them together.
I got one. Luxury.
And what we're going to need from you is the name of a story that has never been told before.
The rabbit that went to heaven.
Oh! Jesus.
Barney
Was
a
Rabbit.
and
he
was
A
very understanding,
rabbit.
who
Was
kind
to
all
other
rabbits.
in
the
afterlife
He
was
a
sequestered
rabbit
because
he
stayed
away
from
all
the
dogs
and
cats.
one
day
the
God,
looked
upon
the
rabbit,
Barney
and
God
said,
Barney
you
must
go,
to
earth
and
find,
a
rabbit
to
mate,
knitted
a
sweater.
so,
Barney
went
to
earth,
and
began
knitting
a
sweater.
Barney
And
his
old
friends
got
together
twice
a
week
for
knitting.
soon
He
found
a
friend
named
Sheila,
Sheila,
was
the
special
knitter
of
the
bunch,
Sheila
liked
to
knit
God
was
pleased.
with
Barney,
soon
they went up
to
heaven,
and
got
their
freak.
on.
Barney
was
overjoyed.
With
Sheila
and
she
was
overjoyed
with
him.
God
Was
not
entirely
pleased.
because
fornicating
was
Not
in
the
Bible
he
thought.
so
A
discussion
with them
about,
fornicating
however,
they
decided
that
continuing
fornication
was
in
their
best
interest.
because
Heaven,
was
hell. Completely unrelated note, we're going to do a game here, and this game is called Just a Minute, because we're going to talk here for just 1 minute on a topic of your choosing. These three fine gentlemen are experts on basically everything, so throw out some topics they can specify, specifically talk about. Race cars. I heard race cars. I like race cars, so you guys are going to be talking about race cars for 1 minute. They cannot hesitate, deviate, or repeat, except the topic at hand. So let's have Ralph begin. And you have 1 minute on the topic of race cars,
Thank you
starting
very much.
now.
Race cars have big engines and they go around tracks very racy-like. They have spoilers on the back and people are paid lots of money by big corporations like Coca-Cola and 7-Up and the tire people.
Objection, tire people is not specific enough.
Fair enough. Yeah, the tire people is not a specific company. Tyson, you have 45 seconds on race car starting now.
Race cars are a part of the nation's largest sport, which is NASCAR. NASCAR is in fact sponsored by many corporations because of the large...
he's not sure what he's talking about.
So Ralph, you have 36 seconds on the topic of race car starting now.
It's a big organization that pulls in all kinds of people and takes in lots of...
He didn't say where the organization was.
Sure, that seems fair to me. And you have 31 seconds in the interest of variety on the topic of race cars starting now.
It was obvious that the organization was in Delray Beach, Florida, because that's where everybody likes to buy race cars. You go down to Florida, and there are all these cars on the highway on Interstate 95.
Hey, Jay, he's not talking about race cars, he's talking about the highway system in Florida.
That's true, he's also repeated Florida like 3 times. You have 19 seconds on the topic of race cars starting now.
And Floridans drive really fast because they've seen all these race cars.
Objection! He's talking about Florida again.
He said Floridians and not Florida, so I'm going to allow him to continue. Ralph, you have 15 seconds, but don't mention Florida on race cars now.
That state is where race car drivers are recruited, and they take them to Daytona, which is in that state, and so all the tire companies come and they pay the money and they race around.
Oh, riding at the last lap, Ralph is the winner.
Oh. May I have a number of words between 2 and 6?
3.
2.
I'll take 3.
And may I have number words between 2 and 7, please?
6.
I will take 4. Thank you.
And may we have a non-geographic location, so that's something like, not New York, but it's like a bedroom, a kitchen, I'll say submarine because we don't know.
Irish pub. Irish pub.
What did you hear? I can't hear anything.
Irish pub.
Irish pub.
Irish pub, thank you. We will take Irish pub. And my number is 3. David's number is 4. We are going to... Look, a beer!
A very, very good one.
Sam, you're late.
I come from far.
Down the road.
My home not near.
Want to play pool?
After you buy me drink.
I can buy.
That music, that music! From where come it?
Coins, jukebox, music.
I like jukebox. Happiness.
You talk funny.
War injury yesterday morning.
Stepped on a mine.
Very big, big one. Boom, 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 boom.
I'll break, okay?
Please, break away, my friend.
I'm striped.
You certainly are striped.
You want a shot?
May I have one right now?
Take one now.
I am taking right now.
The war wound. I know.
Bad memories flooding back.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay. My drink.
You drink a lot.
My time almost up.
I'm saving you.
That was my drink.
Don't get Snitty.
Should I get non-snitty?
No, you're solids.
Oops. My bad, Dad.
Okay, just watch.
I am watching very hard.
Clears the table.
You are a pool shark.
I certainly am.
And the theme, can we have a location that you might find in the Renaissance?
Greenland.
Greenland. Excellent, thank you. Greenland. I claim this land in the name of England. My flag. Couldn't. Oh. That makes it so much better. Ah, claimed. Ah.
Captain Johansson. Yes, Sven? It's much colder here. Can we go home now?
It cannot be cold, man. It is green.
It is cold here. It's much better. I want to go home to England, please.
Oh, Sven. Don't you enjoy this moment? Don't you revel in it? We have claimed a land heretofore unclaimed, so to speak.
I recorded it when you landed. I wrote it with my fine script since you sent me to school to learn how to write. And I wrote, Captain Johansson, he landed.
Did you feel it, Sven? Did you feel it coursing through your heart like the green sap of a humor that rises from your spleen, yea, unto your very body parts?
It didn't hit me quite like that. No. But should I put it down on my spleen? Oh, that's an important thing.
That's one of the four most important organs in the body.
Your spleen was
Besides
right.
the appendix, the gallbladder, and the little what's-it thing. I can't remember the name.
Captain Johansson.
You're probably confused from rowing all this way.
No, I'm a good rower. I wasn't confused. I wasn't lost. I got here and I can write.
Then why are you getting the collywobbles at this juncture?
Because I want to go home. There's nothing.
Home? What is home but a land bereft of greenness?
So you say we gotta stay?
And can we get a topic of conversation had during the Renaissance?
Artists and
Plague.
models.
Plague.
Paint.
At the city's tent.
That means there are many bodies on the street.
On the street, in the sewers, in the churchyard, everywhere. Bodies everywhere.
That means there's much gold in their fillings that could be taken out and abstracted.
For the benefit of the church, of course.
Always for the benefit of the church. God bless His Holy Father.
There's a few more.
Thank you, Girth.
Thank you. They're safe with us.
I have no experience extracting precious metals from a body. Have you, Ogie?
Never, Reginald. I've never done anything quite like that before. I would assume you'd flip it over somehow.
The little rigor mortis has set in.
And you could, let's get religious and splay the arm a little bit.
There we are. Truly, he is a martyr for the church's cause.
He died of the plague, and I'm touching him. Is this a good idea?
Of course. Everybody knows it's bad humors that passes the plague and witches, things of that ilk. We two churchmen have nothing to fear.
Bad jokes cause the plague?
Some would say, yes.
Who are these some? Are they watching me now?
Fools, all of them. Perfect. Excellent.
I think there was a sound of some sort.
It's a crick.
A crack. Maybe there was a little bit of life there. Not all dead. 97% dead.
Okay, all right. So for this next game, David and I are going to do a scene, and in this scene, we're going to switch to a series of genres, and we need your help for that. So at any point in this scene that you feel like you want the genre to change, yell out a new genre. And let's get some ideas for genres right now. So start yelling out a few that we can think about and play with. So like
Film noir.
film noir is a very common one. Any more?
Opera.
Western, opera, Shakespeare. What was this? And I think you can do literary. You can do plays. Kafka, yeah, any of those sort of things. So that's the idea. So while we're doing a scene, yell those out, and we'll do our best to switch to them. And television show is also acceptable. So for the start of the scene, can we have a relationship like cousins or student-teacher?
Doctor-patient.
Doctor-patient? Thank you, Doctor-patient.
It's a very bad dream, Doctor.
Yeah.
I had flies all over me.
Sesame Street.
And they were smiling and going, woo!
Were they like these flies here, Timmy?
Yeah, they were! Do I get a gummy beers?
Or movie.
No, flies! Get them off, Doctor!
Come on, Sergeant, you gotta pull yourself together just because there's flies all over you. I'll get you working, I'll get you back out there in the trenches in a jiffy.
Glee.
Oh boy! Trenches! Yay!
The trenches
The trenches!
are the place to be.
To be!
You'll find them,
You and me!
and together we'll go
Samurai!
into the trenches together. And the flies won't bother you there. And if you get cut in half, I will sew you back up.
Disney princesses.
With my needle and thread. Wow, you
And my thingamajig.
You got a thingamajig? Are you the pretty queen?
Horror film.
Does this look like a pretty queen to you? Oh, sorry, let me fix that right up.
Shakespeare!
Thou did bitest my hand, evil one!
I, thy hand, which even to thy face does connect the liver with the place beneath, that, seeking to swim in a new continent of oaths, doth arise like a tiger into thy bosom!
Anime. Opera.
Yes! My pain hurts me. I know not what
Soap opera! By the way, there's something I haven't told you. I'm not just your twin and your doctor, I'm also pregnant.
You told me you were on the pill.
I lied, Jim! Say that one more time.
Science fiction.
I lied, Charlie. I was no ordinary pill, it was a pill that allows men to become pregnant. I discovered it in the 78th quark quadrant.
Documentary.
The 78th quark quadrant is, of course, this sector of space. If you look at this chart here, you'll see that the migrants came from the left-hand side of the picture, moving slowly.
Gunsmoke.
And then it just burned on up.
It did burn on up, didn't it?
And I reckon I'm going to have to take you into the clinic.
I reckon I'm not going, hurt hand and all.
But I'm carrying your child.
Bollywood.
Oh yeah, looking back. So this next game is obviously a similar game, but entirely different. For this game, what we're going to need you guys to yell out occasionally is when we say a line that you want changed in any way, just yell out new choice, and then we'll keep doing that line until finally it's something everyone wants to hear. Do you want to go ahead and get the...
Yeah. Could I get a Non-geographic location, please.
Playground.
Train station.
Train station, excellent, thank you.
Train to Poughkeepsie is supposed to be here in about 15 minutes. You headed to Poughkeepsie?
New choice.
You going to Poughkeepsie?
New choice.
You ever seen Poughkeepsie?
New choice.
Poughkeepsie's nice this time of year.
New choice.
You going to Albany?
I am. It'll be my first ever visit to a state capital.
New choice.
It'll be my first ever visit to a town starting with A.
New choice.
It'll be a first ever visit to a town that's name comes from the Latin word for white.
That's an odd thing to just bring up out of the blue.
No, you'd think so, but it actually isn't. I'm actually making a tour of the United States through the color spectrum,
New choice.
through the Latin derivatives.
New choice.
I'm making a tour of the United States through all of the white cities because I'm a racist.
Glad to meet you. My name's Frank.
New choice, I think.
My name is Durrell.
New choice.
My name is Carlos. I just came up here from Mazatlan.
Oh.
Never seen the Northeast. Oh, right, you're a racist. I apologize. I'm not used to being
Shunned, as is your proper place.
New
Right.
choice.
Treated the way you're supposed to be.
New choice.
Given the back of my ass.
absolutely. It's 2001 and
New choice.
it's 2011. It's the 21st century. And my last name's Fitzgerald. I'm Spanish,
Oh my God, you're
Irish.
a mutt.
Yeah.
You're not just of a different race than me, you're like of 7 different races, probably.
Yeah. Well, welcome to America.
You're confusing me with your raciness.
Come sit.
You're confusing me with your bonhomie.
I don't know what that word is, so we're both confused. Come
No,
on,
you
sit.
wouldn't. Your people never do. The Irish and the Spanish speakers, they don't know any words between them.
When will we ever learn?
New
Never.
choice.
Why will these bridges never be built?
New choice.
Why can these oceans never be surmounted?
New choice.
When will these birds of a feather flock together? Come sit down, let's...
Birds of a feather flock together. Birds of totally different feathers stay the hell apart. You never see owls hang out with the ravens,
All
or
right.
ducks.
You're right, I mixed my
Children.
metaphors, but I learned something from
Mixing everything, not just metaphors. And you're wearing leather with wool.
New choice.
You're wearing leather with plastic.
New choice.
And you're wearing horsehair with some kind of fusion of snake skin and rabbit ears.
I'm a very forward
You
fashion.
look like the god Quetzal.
What's a co-op? You learned something new, and you already knew that. Come sit down, let's build these bridges.
New choice.
Let's squash our differences.
New choice.
Let's become brothers from another mother's.
Don't you dare say that about my mother. She was pure as the driven snow.
New
Don't
choice.
you dare say that about my mother. She was a whore.
I understand why you feel
But a
these.
very selective whore. Good choice. And she had sex with everyone. I didn't even know I could have 2 dads.
You could be my brother even.
New choice.
You could be related to me even.
New choice.
We could be descendants.
New choice.
We could share a common lineage.
Find that hypothesis unlikely.
New choice.
I suppose that's probably true, given that all of mankind is descended from a single.
New choice.
I don't want to think about that because it'll make my brain explode.
You know it's true though. The way eugenics are, the way,
New choice.
You know it's true though. Genghis Khan is related to like 13% of the world. So, you and I, it's not that unlikely that we have a common lineage. Maybe it's 300 years ago, but
New choice.
maybe it's 500 years
New
ago.
choice.
Maybe it's 1,500 years
New
ago.
choice.
Maybe it's 20 years ago.
New choice.
Maybe it's sometime in the past.
New choice.
Maybe it's in far gone history.
New
But
choice.
maybe it's been several hundred years since we've been related. But I think that, you know, we may have something more in common than just genetics.
Those several hundred years were the most important several hundred years in all of human history.
It's a rift. Let it go.
New choice.
My name's Carlos Fitzgerald, and I'm glad to meet you.
So that is the conclusion of our short form set. Once again, we are Awkward Face. I'm David.
Tyson.
Al, I'm Ralph.
And thank you so much for coming. We're going to come back and do long form. We'll start about 9 o'clock. 9:01. We'll start at 9:01 on the dot. If you enjoyed the show, friend us, Yelp us, like us, all that good stuff. We have auditions for our training program tomorrow and the next 2 Wednesdays at 8 p.m. if you're interested in doing this. We also have the first annual Oakland 10-Minute Play Festival here at the Theater. Playwrights from around the country submitted their plays. We picked 9, and we'll be doing that on the 12th, 18th, and 19th. So check out the website for that. We'll be right back.